Hey everybody, Jukefit here with another video. This time just bringing you guys a quick little video to give you my thoughts and impressions on the newly released Star Wars Rebels teaser. And I know it's a bit late for most of you, most of my audience out there, but you know, why do tomorrow what you can do today? So I'm going to talk about it real quick and just give you my thoughts on it, and also a little bit of, I wouldn't say insider information, but just a little bit of what Pablo Hidalgo mentioned at this previous Saturday Star Wars Live event, or not Star Wars Live, excuse me, Star Wars Reads Day event in San Francisco. So the clip that we saw, it's now released on Star Wars' official YouTube channel. I'll post a link to it in the description below. But pretty much it's a quick little 30-second or so clip, and essentially it's just, you know, a little tease, but I like what I see in it. And that is, it emulates the opening to A New Hope, where we see the Star Destroyer coming overhead over the camera angle, and we see it, and then on kind of like, it actually reminds me a little bit of how I believe it was Family Guy on their Blue Harvest special. Like at the end of the Star Destroyer was like a bumper sticker for George W. Bush. It's kind of like that, except for instead of a bumper sticker with saying Bush on it, it has the Star Wars Rebels logo, which it then like detaches or something from the back of the Star Destroyer, and then the Star Destroyer goes into hyperspace, and we see the logo nice and front and center, and all the while is kind of like a dramatic, dare I say, generic description of pretty much the original trilogy. I think he says something like, you know, like an empire will rise and the Jedi will return, or something like that. But pretty much just a very generic description of the events of the original trilogy, so no real story hints there. And that ends with saying that coming to Disney XD next fall. And that's about all we get. And I like what I see. I really like that they decided to emulate the opening to A New Hope. I thought that was a very good choice. You know, they definitely want to draw the line and say, you know, okay, we had fun with the Clone Wars, but now it's time, you know, for the original trilogy, or the Dark Times. So we're getting back towards the original trilogy. And what better way to do that than to emulate a key scene from Star Wars? In fact, the very first scene of Star Wars, the very first scene of the original trilogy. So I thought that was a great idea, and I hope that I like the visuals of the little teaser, so I hope that they keep that, or at least I like how they design the Star Destroyer. You know, it's obviously the same old Star Destroyer design, but adapted for animation. And I like that design. And going back to what I kind of said, Pablo Hidalgo gave us a little bit of inside info. You know, it's not really inside info; it's just kind of common sense, dare I say. But that, you know, no episodes of Star Wars Rebels have been animated at this point yet. So, and this is coming from a person that has deep ties with Lucasfilm and Lucas Animation, and you know, he's got the connections and stuff. So, you know, this isn't like, you know, going to be the opening to the first episode, or the premiere of the series. You know, this isn't anything that's like for real, like, okay, you're for sure going to see this in the show. You know, this is just a little quick teaser that they probably threw together just to get people excited ahead of time. So no episodes are animated yet. So no episodes are finished. We won't be seeing any kind of footage from like the series premiere anytime soon, I guess. It's probably going to be several more months before we actually get to see like the first little teasers of real footage from the show. So I guess there's probably like late spring before we'll see that. But or San Diego Comic-Con is the much more likely time that they'll release some teaser footage of the actual show itself. and hopefully along the way that we'll get more information on who the villains are going to be and who the heroes are going to be. And I know for sure that Pablo Hidalgo, he said that he couldn't tell us the information on what exactly he's going to say at the Star Wars Rebels panel at New York Comic Con this coming weekend, I believe it is. But he did tell us that they would talk more about the villains of the show at the Comic Con panel, the New York Comic Con panel. So, so we can expect to hear some information on that very soon. I'd guess that after New York Comic Con is over, that we'll get an actual official statement from StarWars.com with some more information on who the villains are going to be. But he didn't say that anything about when the heroes or the protagonists of the show are going to be announced. So I'm guessing that that's probably we're gonna have to wait till spring for something like that. But like I said before in previous videos, that I am very anxious to see how this Star Wars Rebels show will turn out. I have high expectations, especially considering this returning to one of my favorite, or my absolute favorite, period in Star Wars history, and that's the Dark Times and the Galactic Civil War. So very excited for Star Wars Rebels, and a cool little teaser for the show. You know, again, still, we got one more year to go before we actually get to see the show ourselves, but heck of a wait that'll be. So thank you guys for watching as always. This is JokerFett, signing out. Bye.